All right, welcome back. For those of you who've been joining me for these senior workouts today, we're going to do something, take about 11 exercises. Not much in the way of breaks, but just kind of work and plug our way all the way through. As always, this is for educational purposes. See a professional before you start any workout program. If at any time you feel like something isn't feeling quite right, make sure you consult somebody, stop the workout, consult your doctor or physical therapist. What we'll do today is about 11 exercises, small breaks in between each one. This is just designed to get your fitness level up just a little bit. We're going to kind of work our entire body, and we'll get started right away with just a little bit of a warm-up. As we do these today, you may see me move my hands or do something a little bit. I'm using a new system today, so it's going to kind of track my movements, and we'll see how it works. You can kind of see as I move left to right, and we'll just see if this is annoying or not. Let me know in the comments. We'll just see how it all works. So we're going to start out with just a little bit of deep breathing and just kind of warm our shoulders up a little bit. So nice, easy, just kind of small little circles. You should start to feel maybe a slight burn in your shoulders as you go along. That's okay, as long as it's not like a hard pain. If it's just muscle burn, that's a good thing. And just keep on doing these for a couple seconds. We'll start making them just a little bit bigger. Keep them moving. Again, you should start to feel just a little bit of a burn as your muscles start to warm up. If you're feeling any sort of kinks or that kind of thing, that's bad. That's when I would stop. But if it's just kind of a little muscle burn, just keep on with it. All right, and we'll go back the other way. Just again, another little small circles. And we'll make those just a little bit bigger as we go along. Should be feeling pretty good. All right, now we'll get a little stretch in. Kind of just grab your arm, kind of nice and gentle. You can pull on it just a little bit if it feels good, and then take your head and kind of turn it the opposite direction. And we'll go on to the other side again. Grab that back here, give it a nice gentle pull. Head the other direction, kind of start stretching that neck out a little bit. And you can grab kind of both hands together if you're capable, put them together, and just another nice, easy stretch. All right, the next thing we're going to do is just a little bit of push-ups. For those of you who are not push-up experts, we'll be doing these military style. If you're new, we'll do them on our knees a little bit, and then we'll also do some regular ones. Just do whatever works for you. Do a few. If you start getting tired, just go ahead and stop. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get down here nice and low. Camera should have me. We'll stop it from tracking me for a second and get started. So push-ups, get your hands about shoulder width apart. And then if you're gonna do them not on your knees, you just kind of get back there nice and gentle. If you're on your knees, just lower your knees down and then you'll start doing the push-ups. So we'll do them on our knees first, just for the people who are new here. And all you're gonna do is with your elbows kind of pointed backwards, just kind of go nice and easy down and back up. We're not slamming ourselves around, down and back up. Just kind of using that knee as a fulcrum. Back up, nice, easy, and slow. All right, if you're a little more into it, we'll kind of get up, keep our body straight. Don't have your arm too high in the air or too low. Just kind of go easy down and back up. Down and back up. Down and back up. If you're getting tired, just go ahead and stop, shake it off, get back into it again. You can bring your knees up a little farther if you have to, and just kind of do nice and easy, gentle ones too. Or get them further back, and go down and back up. All right, most of us should be feeling that pretty well. So the next thing we're gonna do is some seated shoulder presses. Get that camera tracking me again. We'll get back up, get it stopped, and somebody stole my chair. I will be right back. If you're here with me today, also got a friend helping out. This is Milo. We're dog sitting for a friend, so he's just kind of standing in to help out. All right, we'll get back towards the chair, get all nice and seated, get the camera stopped, and we'll grab a nice easy weight. I'm gonna grab something really small for now. I recommend that you do the same thing. And for these shoulder presses, you can even do them without a weight if you need to. Just get your nice seat back. We'll kind of have our elbows just a little bit towards the front. Have your hands kind of turned in a little bit, and we're just going to go up and down. I like to twist a little bit as I'm going up and then back down. Easy up and back down. You can do this without weight. You can do it with heavier weights once you get used to it. This should be pretty light for most of you. Well, I wouldn't say that, not for most of you. For those of you who are just beginning, probably seem pretty tough even doing it just with your hands, but that's all right. Everybody's got to start someplace. So up, back down, back up, and down. Do these till you start feeling tired. We'll just keep doing a few. When you get tired, just go ahead and stop. I'll keep doing a few more for the people who've been doing this for a while. And then if you feel like you can get back into it, go ahead and do that. But you know, we're only using light weights right now and I'm starting to feel it. All right, that should be good. Our next thing we're going to be doing is bent over dumbbell rows. We can do those again from our seat. So what we'll do is, in this case, we'll grab these little light weights again. If you've got lighter ones, feel free to do those too. Keep your back nice and straight. Grab your weights, get them off to the side, and then we're just going to go easy up, getting those elbows kind of out to the side, kind of like if you were rowing a boat. 3 and 4. Make sure you're keeping that back nice and straight. If you start to feel it, you can straighten up just a little bit more. That's all right. We're still going to work something out. That's all we care about. We just want to get you here moving every day. I mean, I don't care if you sit straight up and you do something. That's more of a shoulder exercise. But you know what? You're not sitting on the couch eating bonbons. That's what we're after. Just trying to make sure that you can keep mobile. All right. Should feel pretty good. You can rotate them further back and come straight back like that too. It's probably a little bit more of a row versus a back fly. But anywhere in between there, we don't care where you're at as long as you're working out. All right, again, if you have to stop, take a break, set your weights down, you know, shake your arms out, whatever you need to do, pick them back up, get back into it again. And again, this is day 1. Stop early, give yourself a couple days, come back, try the workout again, see how you feel. You don't need to do a ton of these things on day 1. All right, that should be good for that. And the next thing we're going to do is some bicep curls. You can do these either seated or standing. We'll just go ahead and continue to do them seated since that's where we're at. Again, light weights if you want to. If you don't have weights and you've got a kettlebell, you can do them with a kettlebell. If you've got heavier weights, you can do that, or we can do these standing up. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my weights. We'll make sure we're still in the picture. It looks like we are. So got them hanging off to our side. As some people used to say, the magic's kind of in the turn. So as you bring it up, we're going to kind of turn it. And the idea is there's 2 parts of that bicep muscle, and one of them is responsible for that turn. So we'll go ahead and get started. Now go 1, and easy down. 2, easy down. 3, and down. Don't grip the living daylights out of this. If you do, you're going to probably wind up with tennis elbow. Ask me how I know. I used to grip the daylights out of everything. If you want to get a set of gloves, probably easier on your hands. If you stick with this, eventually you're going to get some calluses. I don't know, maybe you want those. Show people you're actually doing the workouts. All right, again, we're keeping our backs nice and straight, not getting all bent over, and we're not throwing this stuff around. Don't do this. There's no ego lifting. I mean, that's not working my arms out at all. So it's nice and down, and back up, and down, and back up. All right, that should feel pretty good. After our bicep curls, we're going to do some overhead tricep extensions. Again, if you've got the lighter weights, feel free to grab those. I'll grab one of these heavier ones again. We're just going to take this, grab it on both sides where you got it nice, toward the top of the weight. Kind of bring it over our shoulder. Again, start light with this, because if it's too heavy, just that over the shoulder part may be bad and hurt for you. And then all we're going to do is, again, holding the weight just like that, we're just going to take it up and back down. Up and back down. Up and down. up, and down. Up, and down. Nice and easy. Don't drop it. You don't have to get too deep in there. That may actually hurt your shoulders a little bit. Up, and down. Up, and down. All right, that should be good enough for that. Next thing we're gonna move is to our side lateral raises. We'll start with this one with a lightweight, and again, just nice easy movements. What we're gonna do is just take these, come up to the sides. Nice and easy. You're not coming up high. Just kind of to your about level. The harder you want to work, further out your arms are. But again, try to keep them slightly forward of your body. The closer in you got them, the easier it's going to be. So you've got all these options. If you think you can do heavier weight, wait a couple days, and then you can start adding on to your weight. So again, we're being nice and gentle. We're not slinging them. If you can't hold it at the top, you're probably using too much weight. So nice and gentle. So work your trapezoids, work your shoulder muscles. Again, don't grip it like you're trying to stop somebody from stealing the weight. Just want to be nice and gentle. All right, that should be good enough for that. Our next one is going to be, this is one that I hadn't really heard of before too much, but I was looking up things for seniors to do. This should be nice and gentle. We can do this with the small weights. This is going to kind of work your chest out a little bit, but it's a standing dumbbell chest fly. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our weights in our hands. We're just going to bring them out, and then we're going to come back like we're hugging somebody. And when you do these, again, nice and gentle. You don't want to hurt anything. You don't want to get any twinges anywhere. Just bring them out and back in. Just like you're giving one of your grandkids a hug, one of your kids, I don't know, maybe you got a big dog, whoever's there. You should feel this a little bit in your shoulders. Might even feel a little bit in your chest after doing some of those push-ups. We're just kind of bring them out and gentle in. All right, that should have felt all right. Next one we're going to do is a plank. And this is for our core. So let me give this thing a signal. Kind of get here just a little bit lower. Tell it to stop. Should be able to see everything. So if the plank, again, it's going to look an awful lot like the push-up. What you want to make sure is that your body is flat. So I think we can see all of me in here. Get onto your elbows, about shoulder width apart. Get your feet straight out. And then we just sit here. So I'm showing it's about right on the hour. And we'll sit here for just, I don't know, I can do these for about 5 minutes. 2 minutes is a really good time. If you get in for 5 or 10 seconds and you feel like it's too much, stop, put your knees down. You can always just get back into it when you can. If you have to, stop, shake some stuff out, get back into it again. What I find is as long as your core is nice and straight, sometimes I'll even just kind of move around a little bit. Helps get the blood flowing back into your shoulders, into your arms. All we're trying to do is work on that core. You should feel this a little bit in your back. If it starts tightening up, please quit. Come back in a couple more days. Put your knees down. You're still going to work that core. Later on, we'll show you there's some stuff you can do. You know, we can start putting arms out, legs out, doing some stuff like that. But we'll get to that stuff later on. Now, it's just nice, easy core. A few more seconds of this, and we'll stop. And again, you know, just because the videotape's turned off later on, doesn't mean you can't continue doing these exercises or even pause someplace in here if you feel like you need to do them a little longer. All right, that'll be good for that. Next thing we're gonna do is some nice, easy chair squats. So grab your chair. Be able to get a little bit closer. When you're doing these chair squats, if you have a chair that's got arms, you can use those. But all we're going to be doing is just nice, easy, and stand up. Help yourself down if you need to. Nice, easy, and stand up. And the reason we're doing these, if you've seen my video on the sitting rising test, they say that leg strength is a big indicator of mortality. So if you can't get yourself up off the floor, out of a chair, there's a good chance that you're going to have to be, or that you're going to be a trip and fall risk. After you've done these for a while and you feel like you're doing pretty good, you can kind of hold your hands up in the air. Just kind of easy up and down. You start feeling those legs get tired. That's what the chair's for. Just take a rest. You don't have to keep on going. Start feeling that strain in your knees. Quit. If you still feel good though, just keep on doing them. I don't even know what number we're on because I'm not even counting. All right, that should be good for that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a walking lunge. So we'll get this chair out of the way. These are a little bit more hardcore. So what we're going to do is we've got our legs, arms kind of hanging out. We're going to take a pretty decent step so that when this knee comes down, it can be at about a 90. We're going to gently lower it to the floor. Keep this one at a 90 degree. Bring ourselves back up and then do it again. Bring yourselves back up. Now we'll turn around. Let's try this little fancy tracking. All right, should be tracking me now. Let's see how this works. Maybe that could be a little disconcerting. Go down and back up. And down and back up. I'm not sure I really like that, so let's get down and just stop it again. It's not paying attention. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, so we're back here. We'll just do it again. Down, back up, down, back up, down, back up. It's a little bit of balance. Keep your arms up to the side if you need them. Down, back up, down, back up. If this is too much for you in the beginning, you can always just do nice, easy ones. Almost like a little curtsy. Kind of come down. Keep moving. Get those legs doing their thing. Again, these are all part of the seated rising test. Why we figure we need to do these. So again, for that seated rising test, we're trying to do with all this strengthening, is be able to get ourselves down to the floor, no hands, and be able to get yourself back up again. That's what all the strength is about as you get older. So please feel free, do this again, see how you like it. If you do like it, please comment. Tell me what you'd like to see, if you want to see anything different. Let me know if that tracking thing was a little bit annoying or distracting, and we'll get you another video out here pretty soon. If you got some specific exercises or body parts you want to work out or some questions about diet, just let me know. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe.